What's up, football fans, Raider Nation? This is Raiders Empire here, and today I am bringing you a mock draft. I know we're all in quarantine right now, so I have a little extra time on my hands. I'm going to be bringing you guys different videos, more things on my Instagram, different edits, some hype vids, different things on my Twitter. So without further ado, let's get right into this mock draft. Today I'm going to be using Pro Football Network's mock draft simulator. I like it a little better because I can make trades and all that without having to be a premium member. So let's just jump right in. So today, obviously, I'm going to be selecting the Raiders, and I'm going to make it a 3-round mock, and I'm going to make it slow speed so I can analyze every pick and kind of give my thoughts on different things. So, number 1, Joe Burrow. Number 2, I'm assuming it's going to be Chase Young, and then 3, Okudah. Oh, a trade. Chargers trade up and take Tua. Isaiah Simmons goes 4. Wow. Dolphins aren't going to go QB here, but the Colts are going to snag Justin Herbert. Jeffrey Okudah drops to 7. 9, Jerry Jeudy. Awesome. So after 11 picks, we still have a plethora of players on the board, and I'm going to go ahead and select CeeDee Lamb out of Oklahoma, wide receiver. I really like CeeDee as a prospect. He had 1,300 yards last year, 14 touchdowns on 62 receptions. I really like what he can do, and I think he's going to really boost our offense no matter who's under center. And he'll be a really, really formidable number 1 receiver, especially with Tyrell outside, complimenting him well, Renfrow inside. I really like this pick, and I think he's going to be an instant impact for the Raiders. Going to go ahead and resume this draft. Don't forget the Niners just traded away Buckner to get up that 13th pick. They take Xavier McKinney out of Alabama. Becton, Jefferson, an interesting pick over Ruggs. The Broncos take Jefferson at 15. Espinosa goes 16 to the Falcons. Already a lot of safeties and backfield off the board. So now at 19, I'm in an interesting situation because I have C.J. Henderson on the board along with Kristian Fulton. And cornerback is obviously a big need for the Las Vegas Raiders. I really like what C.J. Henderson can do. He had 11 pass breakups last year at Florida, drawing Marcus Peters comparisons, everything like that. He's 6'1", but I like the physicality of Fulton. I like how he plays. I can also trade back, so I think I'm going to propose a trade with the Eagles and see if they want to come up and snag Ruggs. So I'm going to go ahead and select the Eagles, and I'm going to try and make a trade. 19 for 21 and 103 and just get some draft capital. And they're going to accept the trade, and we're going to go head back. So at 19, the Eagles selected Henry Ruggs, and at 20, the Jags took C.J. Henderson, which was exactly what I wanted because now it narrows down the options, and I like Fulton a lot, so I'm going to go ahead and select Kristian Fulton. The Minnesota Vikings take Trayvon Diggs right after. A lot of wide receivers taken in the first round. Patrick Queen taken. Jordan Love drops down to the Patriots. They trade up for him, and then now, dang, a lot of wide receivers taken in round 1. But we still got a lot of good players on the board, including running backs in case we want someone, to step in behind Jacobs. There's other corners still on here. I know we don't have a second-round pick. I don't think I'm going to trade in, so I might just skip this video over to round 3. Jonathan Taylor goes 45 to the Bucks. Another cornerback off the board to the Broncos. And obviously, with Gabe Jackson's situation, O-line could be a very interesting thing here in round 3 for the Raiders if we choose to use one of those picks on him. I have another pick now in round 3 after trading back, so I could use one of those 4 third-round picks on a guard if I wanted to. Safeties are going off the board. Kyle Duggar's still on the board, which I really like. There's a lot of great players on here still. However, I don't think they're going to be there at pick 91 or 80. A lot of good players slipping down to round 3. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can propose a trade to get Kyle Duggar, because safety is a huge need for us as well as is the entire secondary. I'm going to go ahead and try and trade with the Bengals because I'm afraid that the Redskins are going to come up here and snag some secondary. So I'm going to try and give them 80 and 81 and 159. Actually, I'll see if I can go 80, 103, 159 for 65. And then they accepted it. So now I'm going to go ahead and take Kyle Duggar at safety. I really like that pick. I think Kyle Duggar will be an instant starter alongside Abram with Jeff Heath and Eric Harris back there for depth. And I think the secondary is already vastly improved with Duggar and Fulton in the fold. See, I was afraid that the Redskins were going to come up here and snag some secondary, and Kyle Dugger being the best secondary on the board at the time, I believe that we had to trade with the Bengals in order to land that safety. Obviously, the Redskins take a cornerback, so there's a lot of good players on the board, and we still have pick 81 and 91. I'm still liking what we're at right now. Alright, at pick 81, there's a lot of interesting people on the board. We could go Jalen Hurts, depending on where we go in the quarterback room. We could go Cam Akers as well to back up Jacobs, someone to have a 1-2 punch. We could go Jacob Eason. There's a lot of great players here. I'm going to go ahead and select Cam Akers at pick 81 here in the 3rd round because I believe we need someone to take the load off of Jacobs. We need a strong 1-2 punch, and we'll have a young backfield that's very, very, very good going to Las Vegas. So I really like that pick at 81. Another wide receiver off the board to the Colts. Tackle goes to the Broncos. I think over here at this next pick, I think I'm going to decide, best player available, whether it's an O-lineman or if it's something else that we need, like another wide receiver and linebacker, something like that. So I'm going to go ahead and shock everyone and take Chase Claypool. I really, really like that pick because wide receiver is such a need for us, and there's nothing wrong with having too much depth, and I think it'll be fun in camp to see him battle it out with Aitman, two similar wide receivers. I just think Chase Claypool's got the sure hands, and he's going to be a really, really sure target in the red zone for whatever quarterback we have. So, and there we go. There's the final product. We got CeeDee Lamb at wide receiver, Fulton at cornerback, Dugger at safety, Akers at running back, and Claypool at wide receiver. I think this is a really solid stash, and if Mayock and Gru could pull this off, they'd be 2 years in a row with outstanding drafts. And that's just the first 2 rounds. And obviously, free agency isn't over. We're going to see if we can address more positions of need coming up, but I think that's a solid draft, and I think that's very, very well done if that's what Gruden and Mayock decide to do, and that's the route that they decide to go. So thank you guys for watching, and join me next time for another video. Thank you guys. Thank you, Raider Nation. Thank you, football family. Catch you guys later.